Hey guys, it's Dan here with a new video, and today we're going to be talking about that. So you guys can't see it, but right now that is a mount holding a light that I just got, and the light's pointing directly at me where I record, but it also swivels so I can point it at the workbench behind you guys, so that way I can have two different lights with one light. Alright, let's get into the build. Alright, so we have this mount on the light, and it has a bunch of different cutout shapes, and we're going to look really closely at the iterations I did. So let's zoom in over to those. Okay, for the mount on the lights, I used 5 different iterations to get the final shape. On the first one, we see that there's no cutout in the middle, as I soon realize, because I have to slide it down from the end. So I hold it on the end and slide it down so as to pass several different things, and I find out that everything's taller and shorter than I thought. And if you see right here on this piece, there is a little piece of wood broken right there, so I made that gap a little bit bigger. And after all that was figured out, I also figured out that if I made this hole fit exactly, so a little bit smaller, it would be a clamp fit. So let's look at the actual thing all the way over here. If we look on this side, we can see that little metal piece on the inside right there is pushing up on the top, and this is pulling down. So it's like a pinching, pulling force holding it in really tight. So that's really good. And if you look up, the other piece is just an arbitrary 100 millimeters height from the top bottom of that circle. So it's really simple shapes. That one I didn't have to do much engineering on, so it was good. All right, if we look at the incredibly great handiwork I have done up here, we can see that I have a wing nut over here and a wing nut over here. And I keep this one slightly looser because I just reach over here and I can adjust this one. So if I want it to spin or rotate, it's like that, and that can loosen or tighten different parts of the threads, and then I just use my other hand when I'm not holding my phone to just tighten that, and that'll hold it at the right angle. And then we can see over where I usually record, it puts more light over there. And if I want it to go towards my workbench, I just rotate it towards my workbench and tighten it up. So I have 2 spots I pointed at. I could point it at infinitely many from that angle all the way to this angle, because that's how angles work. They're infinite. Yay, math. But generally it's just a 2 stop, so I go from that side or that side. I don't need to point down anytime, so this is more useful than it needs to be, but it's really useful. Alright, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm just chuffed to bits with this light system. So we have it pointing directly at me, making it easier for you guys to discern different colors and make the shot just look overall better on the intros and outros of these videos. And it also serves double purpose because it's one light that I paid for that swivels towards my workbench. I'm not going to show you my workbench right now because I don't want to spoil any future projects. No, it's just dirty. I don't want to show that off right now. But since it's able to swivel between those 2 different points and only be one light, it's saving me electricity and all that stuff, and it's also saving space. And something that I can iterate on a laser, which only takes 5 different tests, is something really good for something where you have just a shop project that you want put together. So if you want any more stuff from me, you can see some videos over here where I'm doing other stuff, or you could click on any of these links to subscribe or Patreon, and there's descriptions for all that below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Light on, light off, light on, light off.